You walk into the kitchen, and you stop. You just stand there. You look around the room, and then it hits you. You have absolutely no idea why you walked in here. Was it for water? Was it for your medication? Were you going to grab something from the fridge? You turn around, you walk back to the living room, and about 5 minutes later, it comes to you. Oh, it was the phone charger. Now, if that sounds familiar to you, I need you to stay right here, because what I am about to share with you today could literally change the rest of your life. Most people believe that memory loss after 60 is just a normal part of getting older, something you simply have to accept. Your doctor might have even told you, well, you are getting older, it is expected. But here's the truth that very few people are talking about. Age is not the primary reason your memory is slipping. There is a hidden root cause, one that has been quietly damaging your brain for years, sometimes for decades, and almost nobody is addressing it. Today, I am going to reveal exactly what that root cause is. I am going to explain why it happens, and most importantly, I am going to give you a complete natural brain repair guide. Simple, practical steps you can start using today to protect your memory, sharpen your thinking, and potentially reverse the damage that has already been done. This is information that could be life-changing for you or for someone you love. So please do not skip ahead. Watch this all the way through. Every single piece of what I am about to share matters. Let us get started. Now, before we talk about the hidden root cause, I need to clear up one of the biggest myths in health today. The myth is this: memory loss is a natural part of aging. Let me say this as clearly as I possibly can. Mild forgetfulness, like occasionally misplacing your keys or forgetting someone's name for just a moment, that can happen at any age. That is not necessarily a sign of a serious problem. But when you start forgetting conversations you had yesterday, when you cannot remember what you ate for lunch, when you feel confused about what day of the week it is, when you walk into rooms and consistently have no idea why you are there, that is not normal aging. That is your brain sending you a distress signal. Think of it like a check engine light in your car. When that light turns on, you do not say, oh well, the car is just getting old. No, you take it to a mechanic, you find out what is wrong, and you fix it before the engine breaks down completely. Your brain works exactly the same way. Those memory lapses, that brain fog, that difficulty concentrating, those are your brain's check engine lights. And if you ignore them, the problem does not stay the same. It gets worse. The question is, what is actually causing that light to turn on? All right, here it is. The hidden root cause that most doctors do not talk about when it comes to memory loss after 60, it is chronic brain inflammation. Now wait, before you think, oh, inflammation, I have heard about that before, let me explain why this is different. You have probably heard about inflammation in the context of joint pain or arthritis. When your knee swells up, when your back aches, you can see that kind of inflammation. You can feel it. But brain inflammation is invisible. You cannot see it. You cannot feel it in the traditional sense. There is no swelling you can point to. There is no sharp pain that tells you something is wrong. Instead, brain inflammation shows up as memory loss, as brain fog, as difficulty finding the right words, as confusion, as unexpected mood changes. Let me put this in a simple way. Imagine your brain is a beautiful garden. When everything is healthy, the flowers bloom, the pathways are clear, and everything grows beautifully. That garden represents your memories, your thinking ability, your mental sharpness. Now imagine that a slow, invisible fire starts burning underneath the soil. You cannot see the flames, but over time, the flowers start wilting. The pathways start crumbling, the garden starts dying. That invisible fire is chronic inflammation in your brain, and here is what makes this so dangerous. This inflammation does not start overnight. It builds up slowly, over years, sometimes over decades. By the time you notice the memory problems, the inflammation has already been damaging your brain cells for a very long time. Now you might be wondering, what causes this brain inflammation in the first place? That is exactly what we are going to talk about right now. There are 5 major triggers that cause chronic inflammation in the brain. And the scary part is this: most people over 60 are dealing with at least 2 or 3 of these right now without even knowing it. Trigger number 1, poor sleep. This one is huge, and it is something that millions of seniors struggle with every single night. Here's what happens when you sleep. Your brain has its own cleaning system. Scientists call it the glymphatic system. Think of it like a dishwasher for your brain. While you sleep, this system washes away toxic waste products that build up in your brain during the day. One of those waste products is a protein called beta amyloid, which is directly linked to Alzheimer's disease. When you do not sleep well, when you are tossing and turning all night, when you wake up at 2 in the morning and cannot fall back asleep, that cleaning system does not work properly. The toxic waste builds up, inflammation increases, and your brain cells start to suffer. Many seniors dismiss poor sleep as just another part of getting older, but poor sleep is literally poisoning your brain, night after night after night. Trigger number 2, chronic stress. Now I know what you might be thinking. I am retired. What do I have to be stressed about? But stress for seniors looks different. It is worrying about your health. It is dealing with the loss of friends and loved ones. It is financial concerns about retirement savings. It is loneliness. It is feeling like you are losing your independence. When you are stressed, your body produces a hormone called cortisol. In small amounts, cortisol is fine. But when stress is constant, when cortisol levels stay high day after day, it literally shrinks a part of your brain. That part is called the hippocampus. And guess what the hippocampus does? It is your brain's memory center. It is the part responsible for forming new memories and retrieving old ones. So chronic stress is not just making you feel bad emotionally. It is physically shrinking the part of your brain that controls your memory. That is a medical fact. Trigger number 3, blood sugar problems. This is the trigger that almost nobody connects to memory loss. And it might be the most important one of all. Your brain uses more energy than any other organ in your body. It runs on glucose, which is the sugar that comes from the food you eat. But here's the problem. When your blood sugar is constantly spiking and crashing, when you are eating too many refined carbs, sugary snacks, white bread, pastries, and processed foods, your brain's ability to use that fuel gets damaged. In fact, Alzheimer's disease is now being called type 3 diabetes by many researchers. That is how strong the connection is between blood sugar problems and brain damage. When your cells become resistant to insulin, which is the hormone that helps sugar get into your cells, your brain cells literally start to starve. They cannot get the energy they need, and when brain cells starve, they become inflamed. They get damaged, and they start to die. If you are over 60 and you have been told your blood sugar is a little high or that you are pre-diabetic, please take that seriously. Your memory depends on it. Trigger number 4. Gut health problems. Now this one might surprise you. What does your gut have to do with your brain? The answer is everything. Scientists have discovered something called the gut-brain axis. It is a direct communication highway between your digestive system and your brain. What happens in your gut directly affects what happens in your brain. If your gut is filled with harmful bacteria, if you have been taking antibiotics frequently, if you are eating processed foods that destroy your gut lining, inflammation from your gut travels directly to your brain through this highway. Many researchers now believe that brain inflammation often starts in the gut. Fix the gut and you can dramatically reduce inflammation in the brain. Trigger number 5, nutrient deficiencies. This is the silent trigger, the one hiding in plain sight. As we age, our body becomes less efficient at absorbing nutrients from food. On top of that, many common medications that seniors take, like blood pressure medications, acid reflux medications, and cholesterol medications, actually deplete critical nutrients from your body. There are specific nutrients that your brain desperately needs to function properly. And if you are deficient in even one of them, your memory can suffer dramatically. I will tell you exactly which nutrients those are in just a moment. But first, I want to say something important. If you are over 60, or if you are caring for an elderly loved one, this information could genuinely be life-saving. I am not exaggerating when I say that. Memory loss is not something you have to accept. It is not a death sentence. And the earlier you take action, the better your chances are of protecting and even restoring your brain function. So if you are finding this helpful, please hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. Because I create videos like this every single week, specifically designed to help seniors live healthier, sharper, more independent lives. And if you know someone, a parent, a spouse, a friend, a neighbor who is struggling with their memory, please share this video with them. It might be exactly what they need to hear today. All right, let us keep going, because now comes the most important part. Now that you understand what is causing the damage, let us talk about how to repair it. These are practical, natural strategies that you can start using today. Brain repair strategy number 1, fix your sleep. This is non-negotiable. Your brain cannot heal if you are not sleeping properly. Here is what I recommend. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day. Yes, even on weekends. Your brain thrives on routine. Make your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Remove all screens at least 1 hour before bed. No TV, no phone, no tablet. The blue light from those screens tells your brain it is daytime, which disrupts your sleep hormone called melatonin. If you struggle with falling asleep, try drinking tart cherry juice in the evening. It is a natural source of melatonin. Chamomile tea is another wonderful option. And here is a simple breathing technique that works remarkably well. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 7 counts. Breathe out through your mouth for 8 counts. Do this 4 times. This activates your body's relaxation response and can help you fall asleep much faster. Brain repair strategy number 2. Walk every single day. I am not asking you to run a marathon. I am not asking you to join a gym. I am simply asking you to walk. Walking is one of the most powerful things you can do for your brain, and the science backs this up completely. A study from the University of Pittsburgh found that seniors who walked just 30 to 40 minutes a day, 3 times a week, actually grew their hippocampus, that memory center I mentioned earlier. It did not just stop shrinking, it got bigger. Walking increases blood flow to your brain. It delivers more oxygen and nutrients. It reduces cortisol. It promotes the growth of new brain cells. Yes, new brain cells, even after 60, even after 70, even after 80. If you cannot walk for 30 minutes straight, that is perfectly fine. Walk for 10 minutes in the morning, walk for 10 minutes after lunch, walk for 10 minutes in the evening. The benefits add up. Brain repair strategy number 3, feed your brain the right nutrients. Remember those nutrient deficiencies I mentioned? Here are the most critical nutrients your brain needs and how to get them. First, omega-3 fatty acids. Your brain is nearly 60% fat, and the most important fat it needs is omega-3, specifically a type called DHA. The best sources are fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Try to eat fish at least 2 to 3 times per week. If you do not like fish, a high-quality fish oil supplement can help. Second, vitamin B12. This is absolutely critical for brain function, and deficiency is extremely common in seniors. Up to 40% of people over 60 have low B12 levels. Low B12 can cause memory loss, confusion, and even symptoms that look like dementia. Ask your doctor to check your B12 levels. This is a simple blood test. Third, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Most seniors are deficient because they spend less time outdoors and their skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Low vitamin D has been strongly linked to cognitive decline and increased risk of dementia. Get your levels checked. Many seniors need supplementation, especially during winter months. Fourth, magnesium. This mineral is involved in over 300 processes in your body, including brain function. A specific form called magnesium threonate has been shown in studies to actually cross the blood-brain barrier and improve memory and learning. Foods rich in magnesium include dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and dark chocolate. Yes, dark chocolate. You are welcome. Brain repair strategy number 4. Heal your gut. Start by eating more fermented foods. Yogurt with live active cultures, sauerkraut, kimchi. These foods introduce beneficial bacteria into your gut. Add more fiber to your diet. Vegetables, fruits, beans, and whole grains. These feed the good bacteria in your gut. Think of fiber as fertilizer for your internal garden. Reduce processed foods, artificial sweeteners, and excessive sugar. These destroy beneficial gut bacteria and promote the growth of harmful bacteria that increase inflammation. Consider a high-quality probiotic supplement. Look for one with multiple strains and at least 10 billion CFU, but always talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement. Brain repair strategy number 5. Manage stress and stay socially connected. Remember how chronic stress shrinks your hippocampus? You need to actively counteract that. Deep breathing exercises, even just 5 minutes a day, can significantly lower cortisol levels. Meditation, prayer, gentle yoga, and Tai Chi have all been scientifically shown to reduce brain inflammation and protect memory. But here is something that might surprise you. One of the most powerful brain protective strategies has nothing to do with diet or exercise. It is social connection. Loneliness and isolation are as damaging to your brain as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That is not my opinion. That comes from published medical research. Call a friend, join a community group, visit your neighbors, attend a church service, volunteer somewhere. The simple act of connecting with other human beings stimulates your brain, reduces inflammation, and protects your memory in ways that no supplement ever could. Brain repair strategy number 6. Challenge your brain every single day. Your brain is like a muscle. If you do not use it, you lose it. But here's the key. The challenge has to be new. Doing the same crossword puzzle every day does not help as much as you think. Your brain needs novelty. Learn a new language, even just a few words a day using a free app. Take up a musical instrument. Learn to paint. Try a new recipe. Read books on topics you have never explored before. Play strategy games like chess or card games that require thinking. The goal is to create new neural pathways in your brain. Every time you learn something new, your brain forms new connections. Those new connections make your brain more resilient and more resistant to memory loss. Before I wrap up, I need to share some warning signs that you should never dismiss as just getting old. If you or a loved one is experiencing any of these, please see a doctor as soon as possible. Warning sign number 1. Forgetting recent events or conversations entirely, not just temporarily, but completely. Warning sign number 2. Getting lost in familiar places, like your own neighborhood or a store you have been going to for years. Warning sign number 3. Difficulty following simple instructions or recipes that you have made dozens of times. Warning sign number 4. Changes in personality or behavior, becoming unusually angry, suspicious, or withdrawn. Warning sign number 5. Trouble managing finances or paying bills when you have always handled them fine before. Warning sign number 6. Repeating the same questions or stories within minutes without realizing it. These are not signs of normal aging. These could be signs of something more serious. And the earlier you catch it, the more options you have. Early intervention can make an enormous difference. Let us bring this all together. Memory loss after 60 is not inevitable. It is not something you simply have to accept. There is a hidden root cause called chronic brain inflammation, and it is driven by poor sleep, chronic stress, blood sugar problems, gut health issues, and nutrient deficiencies. The good news, the really truly wonderful news, is that you have the power to fight back. Starting today, fix your sleep, walk every day, feed your brain the nutrients it is starving for, heal your gut, manage your stress, stay connected to people you love, and challenge your brain with new experiences. You do not have to do everything at once. Start with one thing. Maybe tonight you will put your phone away 1 hour before bed. Maybe tomorrow you will take a 15-minute walk. Maybe this weekend you will buy some salmon and try cooking it for the first time. Small steps lead to big changes, and your brain, that incredible, magnificent organ that holds every memory you have ever made, every person you have ever loved, every experience that makes you who you are, your brain is worth fighting for. I believe in you. I believe it is not too late. And I believe that the fact you watched this entire video proves that you care about your health and your future. Now here is what I need from you. First, if this video helped you, if you learned even one thing you did not know before, hit that like button. It helps this video reach more people who need this information. Second, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. I release new videos every week focused specifically on helping people over 60 live healthier, sharper, more vibrant lives. You do not want to miss what is coming next. Third, share this video. Send it to your spouse, send it to your children, share it in your Facebook group or your church group. You never know who might be silently struggling with their memory and too afraid to talk about it. This video could be the thing that gives them hope. And finally, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these strategies are you going to try first? Have you noticed any changes in your memory recently? I read every single comment and I love hearing from you. Your best years are not behind you. They are ahead of you. And your brain has more power to heal than you have ever been told. Take care of yourself. You deserve it. I will see you in the next video.